ERC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
Hey, this is James Spann. You've clicked onto the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday morning, the 9th day of May. Warm weather. Headlines are forecast today, maybe the warmest day so far this year. Let's take a look at some Skycam shots early this morning, about 5 o'clock. Hey, a little daylight showing up. The amount of daylight getting longer as we are getting closer to that summer solstice. That's the view from Decatur, down below the Tennessee River. There's our Gadsden Skycam coming from Etowah County. A little fog in spots out there this morning. And look at that from Tuscaloosa, looking east. The day beginning to dawn there from the top of the Tuscaloosa County Courthouse. And the water vapor satellite imagery this morning, the shortwave that brought the severe weather yesterday, has moved on to the east. In fact, we note a tornado watch over there on the mid-Atlantic coast for parts of Virginia, North Carolina, up around Chesapeake Bay. That's the stuff we dealt with yesterday. But later today, we got this slight risk of severe weather across the Mid-South. That includes about the northern half of Alabama, Mississippi, much of Tennessee, and eastern Arkansas. And we're going to see a lot of instability today, but there's not a very well-defined trigger for storms. So we can't guarantee we'll see a lot of action in there, but if storms do happen to fire, they could be strong to severe, but we think they will be very isolated. And we'll explore deeper in the modeling here. Now look at this. Tomorrow we've got a moderate risk of severe weather, all the way from eastern Oklahoma into northwest Alabama. That includes places like Greenville, Mississippi, Tuscaloosa. Kind of Birmingham sits on the edge of that, and surrounding that, we've got a slight risk of severe weather from Texas and Oklahoma, roughly Interstate 35, all the way over to Macon, Georgia. And the primary issue would be tomorrow night with that. Now, remember, this outlook goes through 7 o'clock Sunday morning, and then during the day Sunday, a risk of severe weather for much of Alabama and points east. And there could be a pretty significant outbreak in there somewhere, and the best possible scenario for us, it comes through during the pre-dawn hours Sunday morning when the air is most stable, and maybe the worst will be to the east and to the west. To the east Saturday, or to the west Saturday night, to the east on Sunday. We'll see. We'll talk about that. And the QPF map, this is valid through Tuesday evening, and this is suggesting rainfall amounts of about 1 inch for the northern half of the state, and that might be a little on the low side. We'll see. Depends on the amount of convection we see over the weekend. Okay, this is the GFS, the OZ run, valid at 1 o'clock today. Zonal flow, you can see there's no well-defined shortwave here, and really at the surface at 1 o'clock, the GFS showing no rain. And I do think that much of the day today will be dry, very warm. We climb up into the mid to upper 80s. We think this will be the warmest day so far this year, but look at the instability moving in here. These are the surface-based capes, and that's almost starting to look like summer there. And again, with that old surface boundary, which this morning is near Montgomery, waffling around here somewhere, and that kind of instability, just keep in mind a few storms could fire late today. And if they do pop, they could be severe. But if they don't make it, it just could be a totally dry day. We'll just have to watch the radar carefully. But again, I don't think rain will be a major problem today. And even tomorrow, this is at 1 o'clock. We think any storms tomorrow should be very isolated. So for anything outdoors, you should be in pretty good shape. But we'll go to tomorrow night at midnight, and you can see that shortwave coming at us from the northwest. And at the surface low is near Des Moines, and looks like convection should begin to increase tomorrow night. And that's when we start to get the dynamics involved. And then we go to midday Sunday. That shortwave is very deep and passing through here. And at the surface at midday Sunday, the surface low is up there near Chicago, with the main core of the storms beginning to shift off to the east. So really, this is kind of hinting that the main round of storms could very well come from, say, 9 o'clock Saturday evening through 9 o'clock Sunday morning. And might be a long night in the weather office there, but very good forcing, and no doubt there will be a chance of severe weather, even if it does come through in the morning. And then Monday, all of that's gone. Monday of next week, we'll go through next week. There's Tuesday, beautiful day. Should be a little cooler early in the week. Wednesday, the Gulf of Mexico is open, but the better chance of showers showing up to the north. And then Thursday, another good-looking shortwave coming at us, and that looks like another potential severe weather setup Thursday of next week. Surface low north of Memphis with a trailing front. And then Friday, that begins to move on out. So once we get rid of the weekend system, we'll focus on that. Quickly, at the end of the cycle on May 24th, we've seen all kind of looks out here. You know, one run, you'll see the westerlies way up north like summer. Now we've got a trough and a big band of storms in here. So a little confidence out there in the longer range because of run-to-run inconsistencies. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.